Hi everyone, and you're very welcome to this evening's concert. I'm going to keep this very brief. I'd just like to thank initially anyone who helped us get the festival up and going in 2019. It was a hugely successful inaugural festival, and as you all know, we were one of the first festivals to be cancelled last year as the COVID-19 pandemic struck. 2020 was shaping up to be even better than 2019, but we are where we are. Better days are ahead, as the saying goes, and please God, we'll have a good weekend here now online in 2021, and we really look forward to welcoming everyone back to Tullamore in 2020 for a live in the flesh festival where we all can have the crack and the laugh and the chats and catch up on what we've missed over the past couple of years. I suppose I also really have to say a huge thank you to all the musicians and singers and dancers and storytellers who were so generous with their time and their talent, giving us clips for this weekend's event. Because without them, without them, there's never a festival, regardless of whether it's in the flesh or online. Without those talented people, there wouldn't be any Tullamore TradFest. So we are deeply indebted to you, and thank you very much. I won't say if I can ever return the favour, I will, because let's face it, who's ever going to want me for a concert? But I'm sure James and Anne-Marie and Paddy and Mick and all the rest of them would be more than willing to help you guys out again in the future. I also just again want to thank our committee. People see my face a lot, I don't know why, but there are many faces on the committee, and I would just like to say a huge thank you to them for all the work that they do behind the scenes. And we've made a point now of actually, over the course of this online festival, we're going to show you the faces that you mightn't see too often. And we're going to start off with a brief word about Tullamore from Frank Walsh, who is an absolutely integral part of our committee. May not be a huge trad head, but an absolute super guy to have around, hugely talented, and we couldn't run things without him. So here's Frank for a brief word.
Hello and welcome to Tullamore TradFest Online 2021. It's hard to believe it's almost 2 years now since our inaugural TradFest in Tullamore, and we're delighted to have you back online with us for these changed circumstances, let's put it this way, this year. Great to have you back. For those of you who were here in 2019, we know you enjoyed your stay. We knew you enjoyed your sessions in the pubs and all the music and everything that went with it. Feedback was tremendous, and we were delighted to have you back. Tullamore is a fantastic town to hold a TradFest. It's interesting in that we are recorded in history as holding the first aviation disaster in the world in 1785, when a hot air balloon came down, caught in the chimney of a thatched roof, and set fire to approximately 100 houses, destroying a large portion of the town. Of note as well, in 1802, we also had our own form of currency with the Tullamore token, approximately 10,000 tokens, initiated by Viceroy Charles at the time, and they were in circulation in Tullamore. And of course, the next big event for us was the TradFest 2 years ago. So as I said, we're delighted to have you back. We're delighted to have you online. Thank you very much. As I said, most of you who were here 2 years ago will have noticed that the town is quite welcoming. It's ideally designed. We have the wide streets. We have some fantastic hostelries, very supportive publicans who were there to support us and yourselves during the TradFest sessions. We also have some fantastic restaurants you will have noticed. And of course, the most welcoming thing of all, the people of Tullamore. They gave you a great welcome back then. We're delighted to have you here today, and we look forward to 2022 and hopefully having you all back in Tullamore again. So we're delighted you're here online. Thank you very much for your presence. Thank you very much for your support. We look forward to seeing you in Tullamore 2022. Thank you. Enjoy the music.
Don't forget, we've partnered up with the Friends of the Midland Regional Hospital Tullamore for this year's festival. Any donations we get in lieu of this weekend's musical performances, 50% will go to the Friends of the Hospital, and the other 50% will go towards the organisation of next year's festival, where we hope that we can welcome you all back to Tullamore. And with that, folks, we're going to move on to the music. Part 1 of Ceol sees mainly a localised selection of music. You're going to have the Murphy family, Michaela Keeneghan, Brian Ryan and family, amongst others. We're also going to spread out throughout the country, and we're going to visit our good friends in Dingle and Danganikush, Deirdre agus Aoife in Granville. And we're also going to catch up with a new group called Fiarach, Derek Harry Kennedy, Tina Halley and Nicole Figg. But to kick us off, we're going to go to our good friend who's seconding to me, Adrian Brady.
Dave, I'd like to thank James and Tommy for inviting me here to play a few tunes for this year's virtual Tullamore TradFest. I'm going to play 2 jigs for you. The first one is called Jackson's Morning Breeze, and the second one is called The Trip to Doonashee, written by my late father, John Brady. I'd also like to thank Adrian for playing the piano with me here today. He's a very handy fella to have around the house at this time. So I'm just going to switch him on here, and I hope you enjoy the 2 jigs. Well, sinné a chuirde, so le gach de gaí ó chundin na mí slán agus bannacht.
actually play a few tunes for the online Tullamore TradFest. It's an awful pity that we can't be there to actually do it this year, but I'm sure next year's going to be even bigger and better. But fair play to the committee for organising something that we can all enjoy. So myself and Catherine's going to play a set of jigs here now. So hope you enjoy them.
everybody, Michaela Keeneghan here. I just want to wish everyone the very best of luck with the virtual Tullamore TradFest 2021. It's a pity we all can't be over in Tullamore now playing tunes and singing songs as we usually would, but sure, hopefully this time next year we'll all be back together again and things will be back to normal. I'm going to sing a song for you now, and this song is called County Down. This one might just resonate a little bit more with those of you who haven't made it home over the last year with the way things have been and wherever home is for you. So I'll give it a go and I hope you enjoy it. When you're out walking and there's no one near you, but a voice keeps calling and you hear your name. It's not the leaves or the whispering breezes, it's me that's calling you back again. Oh, You hear me calling. Come on home now to the county down. Do you remember the songs and stories, the fiddlers playing in old Glenville? It's a little land that you thought of leaving. It seems so strange now that you are gone. Do you remember on the Glanry River the teams are sporting? Come on, Glenville, my heart can no longer lead the cheering. When you're not playing, it's a different game. Oh, can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me? As you roam through lonely London town, when evening's falling, you hear me calling. Come on home now to the county down. I'm always thinking that the times are changing, and that they're building a factory tall, and the young ones need again in Newry. But it's you I need the most of all. Oh, can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me? As you roam through lonely London town, when evening's falling, you hear me calling. Come on home now to the county down. Come on home now to the county down.
So we're going to try a couple of marches from the Dingle Fife and Drum Band we're both members of, and we're playing these for a long time really at this stage. The first one is called Dublin Bay and the second one is called God Save Ireland, but a lot of you will recognise it, well, people of a certain age, as the tune that was used for Italian 90 and the Put 'em Under Pressure song, wasn't it, I think? Yeah, okay. Buen Panabas.
Thanks Tullamore TradFest for inviting me to play a few virtual tunes this year. Great excuse to knock the dust off the strings anyway, that's for sure. So I'm going to play a couple of jigs. The first I have no name for, I'm sorry. And the second is a tune called McIntyre's Fancy, which is one of John Brady's jigs.